morning all. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Thursday, and we're now at the 9th of September 2021. All right, we had the European Central Bank come out. What they didn't have much impact at all on what's going on in the eurocurrency. I'll show you that in the morning. We're getting a little bit of a bounce after this big leakage to the downside in the stock indices. Remember, in the S&P, I was making mention last night, and I'll do it again this morning. The 9th of September typically kicks off a seasonal cycle that carries the market up for about 11 days. So I'd be paying attention to that. It's been right 14 out of the past 15 years, and there's always that caveat, and you have to say it. The past performance does not guarantee future performance, but it does have a strong seasonal tendency in this particular case. Doesn't mean it'll work again. You can see that the energies have slipped back. China decided this morning that it had had enough of strong prices there on the energy, and it's releasing oil from its strategic reserves. It doesn't mean it won't keep buying oil from the Saudis and other places, but it does show you that there's not that much of a tolerance for higher prices. China also attacking again now, another sector there, and now it's after the gaming industry. So they're really attacking everything, starting to drive out investors. I wonder what Kathy Woods thinks of all that. I'm sure she's cutting back exposure. As we take a look at the metals, fairly flat. I do like that the copper markets probed again the 430 level. Grains falling one more time. Good weather this summer. And now the question is, do we have too much grain? We've gone from tight, maybe. Prices are telling us it's going to be fairly loose. Jobless claims, let's roar that one on. Down 35,000 to 310. The regular claims weekly, they're slipping back too. European Central Bank, they left their key deposit rate unchanged at by the way, that's negative 0.5%. It will conduct its asset purchase program, but now at a moderate base. So that, I think it's called the PPE part of it. They're going to back off on that. They didn't tell us how much they're throttling back, but it's their form of tapering. It's different than the American form. You might want to read about that, but that's what they're doing, and they kept its key refi rate unchanged. We get the EIA today, natural gas, and we're going to get the EIA numbers as well. They'll come out at 9:30, and as I said, now in China, their National Bureau of Statistics reported that their PPI rose 9.5% from a year earlier in August. That is faster than the 9% increase and way faster than they want. It's bigger than the July number. So they're getting fed up with all that, and they're starting to pull the plug and trying to figure out where to go. One of the reasons that was up so much was the coal industry. If you look year over year, coal prices shot up dramatically. Many countries don't want coal anymore. So whatever you do with it, and it's dirty, it creates real issues as you try to get more of it. In any case, take a look at this. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'll see you this evening. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time, and on a chart it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well. Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein, on the road to your education.